Hi, my name is Janusz, and today I'll give you a short overview about how to get highly available internet with vPrenet. In many of today's networks, several lines are used to connect offices and people. The most common use case is to have some line as backup. The problem is, of course, applications using the broken link will drop out until the new line is connected. Also, you have to pay even for lines you are not using at the moment. A different approach is to use load balancing. With that, you split different applications onto different links. But if one link used by an application fails, your user session will be terminated. So load balancing is neither highly available nor seamless to the user. Another way to combine several lines effectively is to use the unique vPrenet technology. It allows you to bond different WAN technologies together to create one high-speed link that sums up all the connections into one. The data stream of each application is split across all the connections. If one connection fails, the remaining connections are used without any effect on the application. Due to the fact that the vPrenet technology knows all the characteristics of each line and uses sophisticated auto-tuning algorithms, the vPrenet router recognizes packet loss as soon as it occurs and retransmits those possibly lost packets onto lines that are more healthy. So, how do customers achieve high availability? Well, first, by WAN bonding. With that, you can build a high bandwidth link, and you wouldn't notice anymore if the individual link went down. Second, by choosing different access technologies like DSL, cable connections, 4G, and choosing different ISPs. With that, you can manage your outage risk proactively. Third, by combining vPrenet routers via node stacking. With node stacking, you can specify a so-called master router. This master router controls all other routers connected to it. And if it fails, another router will take over its identity and function. And fourth, by joining vPrenet hubs in a so-called redundancy group. If a hub fails, another one will take over its identity and functions. You can combine these four building blocks in order to design the availability you need. Starting from simple bonding of 3 leased lines with 99.9% availability to 99.999% or even higher availability of choosing different access technologies, different ISPs, and implementing hub and node redundancy systems to overcome even a hardware failure. An example. vPrenet is used in many business-critical applications, but one of the biggest challenges is delivering mission-critical bandwidth to the point of need. Previously, incident response team had to rely on satellite communications, low bandwidth digital radio, or 3G coverage of one provider. The result was that they had mainly radio contact. Today, first responders are using vPrenet with 3G and 4G bonding of different cell providers with a redundant hub and node infrastructure. By that, they can easily establish always-on communication exchange between the control center and the point of need. And this is why many incident response teams all over the world rely on vPrenet. We encourage you to take a look at our white paper on high availability. Since this is a very important and complex topic, we are happy to support you concerning your specific availability needs. Please let us know if you have any questions. We are here to help.